What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us.
Hello and welcome. Thank you all for joining us on this marvelous Tuesday. It's always a good time to be in October. Well, so, besides our fun Halloween stream where we'll all be dressing up and having some fun with that, I don't think we have any other news. I apologize for the delay. I've had some technical difficulties on my end. Never. Always.
Technical difficulties.
Always make sure you get on and have everything updated beforehand. Always. But other than that, Aster, if you can take us away with a recap of what happened last session.
Absolutely. So, last session we picked up basically right as we were walking into Aster's magnificent mansion. That was probably about 100 times bigger than that magnificent mansion normally is, as that we fit an entire town inside the mansion. While inside the mansion, we all had some really awesome RP stuff. I really recommend going and watching the last episode. Asger learned about becoming a knight and the 7 tenets that she needed to follow on that. Mila had a heart-to-heart with Asger about if she wants to be the strongest and lead and make the rules, that she needs to, understand what all the pack has to offer. And Cypher talked to his evil sister about all the evil things that they would do. Just kidding. They had an interesting kind of heart-to-heart thing, and I'm scared for my character's life. We'll see how that goes. Speaking of being scared for my character's life, we walked out that door the next morning after a brief intermission and kind of figuring out maybe what next steps were, to a whole army of demons. Like, more demons than I ever thought we were going to fight in a single fight. And somehow we're still around to tell the tale, which is why we still have this week's episode, which is great. And I'm very glad that we're still around to tell this tale. But oh boy, because it just means that we could do it again. If we've done it once, Anthony knows that we could do it again. And I'm terrified for the next round of giant army combat that we go through. It was a really epic fight. Everyone had a lot of really cool moments. I really recommend going and watching it. My notes in no way, shape, or form can cover all of the intricacies of battle that happened there.
It was all I got. Okay, and I'm gonna mess with. I think I might have figured out one way to fix our sound issues before we fully have a sound issue. There we go. Okay, should be good now. Would you want, Aster? Would you say hello for me again?
Hello.
Okay, got it working. Sorry about that. I said technical difficulties. So, you find yourselves after a long, hard-fought battle where you slaughtered many a foe. Kai's right now working on preparing the circle. What are you all doing as you're after the battle?
Resting. I am resting again.
Taking a short rest?
Yeah, I'm going to take a short rest too, and thank my sister for the help, along with Mila, and assisting me down on the south side.
I'm glad I was able to help keep you alive.
Of course.
I thought I was going to be in trouble there.
Asker's gonna go to Zinstrahua and just like, when did you learn to make that big of an explosion?
I know. I've been practicing. At first, I thought I could just like spit some venom at people And then I kind of thought about it and I was like, what if I could do this? And I could. I've also had some random dreams about flying, but no luck there yet. Seems you have more luck in that department.
Oh, yes.
Asker,
Sorry, go ahead.
Asker just kind of shrugs and goes, I sort of black out when it happens, so I don't really know.
But it looks very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. Mila would like to scout around the perimeter.
Making sure there's no, can you give me that perception check as you're scouting?
Be careful, Mila.
Just crawling up the sides of buildings and getting a nice vantage point out and about. Do. Yeah, it's a non-natural 20.
Nice. You see in the distance, you see some of the trees swaying as things are moving in them, but they're pretty far away. But there's more around, just none that are here yet. Or that are maybe coming.
Okay. And yeah, she'll eventually come back on in and get ready for our journey to... It wasn't like Witherthorn, was it? It was something like Willow?
There's Witherthorn. There was also... I believe it was between either Ashen Ridge or Witherthorn that you guys were debating on going to next.
Witherthorn. Oh, wow, incredible. I remembered something. And so, yeah, getting all of that together.
Asker, a little bit into the rest, you actually see as Tristram walks up to you. My lady, I've never seen anyone grow wings and take flight like that. You must be truly blessed by Plomi.
I believe that I am, yes.
I'm glad to be serving. I will make sure to ready the people to take back the city.
Good. I'm glad to see the army that you'll be able to raise. You were also quite brave in that fight. I see that you stuck to all of your tenets.
Always.
I'll be taking notes.
And as said, when you're ready, the trials can await you. You would be an honor to be in our membership.
I appreciate that. We are going to head down sort of that way, so maybe at some point our travels will take us near there. It would be nice to have a goal. It's that I don't know what to do anymore.
With Plomine's light guiding your way, I have faith in you.
Plomine's guide, blah blah blah. Plomine's light will hopefully guide all of us at some point.
And speaking of guiding, I will start readying the people to leave. It looks like the red one is almost done preparing his spell. And he heads into...
He's not as rude as he sounds, I promise. He's actually really nice.
You see it, Tristram doesn't see it. As you say that, you see as Kai looks in your direction with just a...
Asker just looks at him like, you scared people, Kai.
And he mouths good and continues drawing.
Such a grumpy Gus.
Now, and this is Kai as he finishes, and all of the people are kind of surrounding. As I open this doorway up, you're all going to have to make your way quickly through it. I'd prefer not to have to waste more spell slots. You all aren't necessarily worth it, but after you've And he kind of motions to Tristram, who, as he opens up the portal, has Tristram lead the way through. And you watch as everyone makes their way in. Kai still standing there after. It's leaving just after about 6 seconds. All 5 of you, Kai, and then Nilzadi. Now I heard from what Aster was saying that she's likely to be coming with me. Is this true?
Aster looks at Shirku.
Oh, that's entirely up to her. I'm not making her choices for her.
So, let me get this straight. She tried to kill you all.
More
And
like
now
knock me
you're...
out.
Uh-huh. And that you were in danger of being knocked out, which is why you summoned me to this backwater part of the planet.
I didn't summon you, but otherwise we were in danger of being all killed. Yes.
Because of your family.
So, and now you're going to let her decide where she's going?
Well,
Aster.
she doesn't have many choices to begin with, now does she?
No, she really doesn't. Do you believe that you can keep her from, well, slitting your throats in the middle of the night? If it's up to me, then I won't take her with me. She's just going to be a burden. I have a feeling someone would have an issue with me leaving her here with you if someone's throat got slit.
You might want to hurry and reach a decision before they cement their positions any further, Shirku.
All right, fine.
Sometimes you just gotta make a decision
It's
and
probably
roll with
safer
it.
for her to go out that direction anyways.
So, little lass, Nalzetti kind of looks at... As confident as she feels like with the rest of you, like, she isn't afraid of most of you guys. Like, she's worried about Shirku. Shirku's hurt her a lot. She's terrified of Kai. Just because she's seen what he was doing, well, 1, to the rest of the family, and then 2, what he was able to do there. And she's just kind of looking at him. It sounds like, if I understand the green one over there, that you're coming with me. Are you green, or you're more of like a greenish gray, right?
Yeah, a greenish gray.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Sadi looks at you all. Says, yes, it's like... I don't think that everyone in the party would be comfortable with me following with them.
Sadly, yes. That's the other issue on that.
Alright. Are you 5 going to be okay making your way to where you're going?
It should be fine. I've traveled from the north to the south before.
Bumbled our way this far.
We still got a few tricks up our sleeves.
Well, then I wish you the best of luck. It was Kai that you gave the IOUs to, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
He didn't want the magical shield, which I appreciated. But I had no other magical items to offer him at the moment. Other than her. we don't deal with slave trade, so I'm not giving her to him for that. I just need her not here to murder me.
Well, Aska, if you ever need any assistance, you're going to have to figure out a way to get your own assistance for now. For the next time...
Asker just has like this look and goes, I can use magical sending spells.
True.
I love the idea of that.
Very, very true. Do you even have access to magic that strong?
Asker just does one of these and like, I cast message. See? Magical sending.
Nice. Yeah, very nice. Well, you know how to reach me then if you ever need any assistance. I can't promise I'll be able to help, but now it's time for me and you last to go. And you just watch as he grabs a hold of her, and Cypher, you're able to notice that he casts teleportation. Not teleportation circle. Teleportation.
Asker just yells, tell the captain that I miss him.
Be safe out there.
Oh no, don't make him do this.
Sure. As you just hear that as he's like vanishing. And
Mila enjoys watching and will take point and start trotting down the path towards Witherthorn, which was... I feel like she would have a better sense of direction, but like to the southeast, right?
I feel like, Mila, you I know you can go like 10,000 miles an hour, but we just got our butts kicked. Some of us might need to sleep unless we all just like kind of rested during that entire period.
Oh, do you need healing?
Well, if we get into combat, I have like some basic spells. Otherwise, I am somewhat useless. Or does leveling up negate that, Anthony?
you get your new spells.
Okay, yeah.
You don't get any of your old spells.
Oh no.
Oh, one thing's for sure, we don't want to camp out where we are right now.
Mm-hmm. Because
If we
there are
were-
a bunch of bodies for things to eat.
And if there's one demon horde here, then we're still in demon country. Literally.
Isn't this entire place demon country and just like a giant demon horde?
She does have a point.
Yes.
Like, this is like Shirku playground, as far as I could be aware.
What I'm getting at is we're too close to the north.
Yeah.
Should we
So, ooh, maybe
cautiously
lead us
travel?
on your path out. Because when you were tiny, you couldn't have gotten that far as Shirku, so you must have found a nice place to stay.
True. I'm gonna try and recall the path I've taken from when I actually first left.
Alright. Give me a history, your choice of history or survival.
History or survival.
And while Shirku's leading the way, Mila will be scouting, you know, dirt, 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 run back, dirt, 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 dirt.
Oh dear.
You think you have a pretty good I mean, you're going south. It's not too hard to go south. You know the sun's there, so you're like, go that way.
Yeah, let's start heading that way then.
Yeah.
Maybe find a good cover location as we go to see if we can't find a good place to rest.
Now,
Yep.
I have to ask, as you guys are traveling, what pace are you guys traveling at? Like, are you trying to make fast pace? Are you guys traveling kind of like a normal pace? Are you guys going slowly and stealthily? I see a lot of nodding and shaking of heads. That doesn't actually.
We probably should travel cautiously in this area.
Yes, agreed.
And Mila would like to use her camouflage and stuff to be the one like sort of darting forward, darting back, and so Mila would be moving faster, but most party would be taking it easy and all that since they don't have that inherent stealth.
Alright.
Okay.
Once we get to a certain distance, I'm sure Mila will recognize the location we're going to be at. Considering we met at partway between north and south, right?
That is true.
And did you guys?
I don't think we were this far south or north though. Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's why I said once we go further along down through the continent.
That would be really cool.
Quick question for y'all. When you took a short rest, did you guys use any healing hit dice to recover any hit points or anything like that?
I might as well use one.
Just getting
That wasn't that weird.
I just saw some people were very low on HP, and I figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
As you guys have had a chance to use a short rest.
Tragic. All right.
Us take short rests? Not in this campaign.
I think it's your guys' first short rest that you've ever taken. I can't remember if you have taken another one or not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Very nice.
We're what, 18 episodes in or something?
15.
15 episodes in, and we haven't taken a single short rest. My God.
Heresy. We've just been pacing it out pretty nicely. So I believe I'm patched up.
Okay. I need you all, since you're all moving quietly and slowly, I need you all to please make me a stealth check. This will determine whether or not you guys are rolling a d4 or a d8.
Today is not on my side.
God damn it.
It's okay. We don't expect a lot from the paladin here.
Shirku, are you in plate armor now?
I'm still in chainmail. No one's given me the new armor yet.
It was in your contract papers. You can't roll like higher than like a 10. Maybe 20 for stealth.
Paladin.
Can we say during that break I did give Shirku the plate armor I found?
Yes, we
didn't
can.
talk about doing it. We just
Didn't.
Everybody keeps forgetting about it.
So Shirku, if you want to update your armor to actually having
What
plate
was your
on.
old armor?
Chainmail.
Nice.
Is that just full
It's
plate or half plate?
It's full plate, so you have an 18 AC now.
Nice. But no dex bonus.
Chainmail has no dex bonus. He has never had a dex bonus.
Oh,
you've
wonderful.
almost caught up to Aster.
So let's see, 2, 17, 8, 11. Mila?
It's,
Oh, did it not roll?
looks like
It
plate
did
mail's
not.
on the compendium.
Sorry.
Nice.
Sorry, I clicked on it, but it might not have shown.
Shows now.
And yeah,
Okay.
Mila's used to this. Go up the tree, go down the tree.
Glad
Skitter
that one of
about.
us is.
So, you guys didn't do bad. I mean, 2 successes isn't bad, but 4 failures, I'm gonna
Is
need,
it good?
is not good. I'm gonna
Is it a
need,
D6 worthy?
no,
Do we get a D6 instead of a
no,
D4?
it's a D4.
Even as I try to redirect them.
You're trying, but then you can come back and you just notice Shirku's loud plate armor that he just put on is just going chink, chink, chink. And like, as you come back to say something, well, I need everyone to roll a d4.
I don't like this game.
Yeah, our chat is booing. Short rest. Only long rest.
Alright, I managed to find where the plate mail armor is. Yay, I have an AC of 18
The
now.
less numbers we roll, the better. I like it when we roll the same number.
God.
Damn it. I hope you rolled a 4.
I did not.
God damn it!
Who found it?
Mila, you see that there are some creatures like up in front, and I'll get to the description of that in a moment. And you're like, uh-oh. And so you like sneakily go on back and are like, now we have to be very, and then you just hear him cranking, and then you are like, you hear the creatures moving up behind you. So let's see. Mila would be in front.
And did I by chance get a good estimate on the number of creatures before I darted back?
I am rolling on the table right now.
There
I
we
wasn't
go.
expecting the
'Cause-
stealth to be that bad.
Because like my stealth was pretty good, so I feel like I'd get a fair chance to get a number count.
Mine wasn't terrible.
Plus or minus one.
It
you know?
wasn't. As said, you guys had 2 successes.
I'll figure it out.
That reminds me, I never dispelled the echo, so that's just falling there.
Does that have a time limit?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait, they just last forever now?
They've always lasted forever until I get knocked out.
Die.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Knocked
they
out.
have 1 HP, so it's like very easy for me to slaughter them.
Yep. And no matter what my AC is, their AC is always going to be 16.
Interesting.
So
Yep.
you counted about 9,
Oh, God.
and they were gnolls.
Oh, apparently they're saying the Echo also needs to roll a stealth check.
I mean, you're not technically wrong. I don't think I need to have that happen, though.
Hey,
Not this
that
time.
That's it.
Echo could get a stealth check high enough to like nat 20 to give us 2 successes.
So you think that Shirku's gonna... I will double the numbers if Shirku fails this, but I will let you guys get that nat 20 if he does a double nat 20 with disadvantage. You want to take this gamble?
No.
No, not really.
I was going to do it if people actually voted yes.
Now-
Funny.
I do want to bring up, you do see that the trees are very dark and gray, and you guys are in the, well, necrotic part of the woods. Just letting you know.
I like these trees. They seem like good trees.
Please.
And you know what that means? Aster, try to avoid using healing magic.
I'll happily heal you, Sharku. What are you talking about?
Okay,
1 moment.
don't blame me if the trees come back out. Need to let them know.
Okay.
And with that,
It's quite a bit.
oh, I gotta delete everyone off of the initiative. There we go.
Kai's back perfect.
Oh
Good
my
try.
God. First day.
You can dream for your Deus Ex.
Yeah. Your one is gone.
I think
My
we
one's
really
not.
needed it though. Like if we're being completely honest. Lucky number 13.
Thanks.
Is that everyone? Yes.
I'm just gonna sit here on a tree stump for a while.
You know, it's not the worst place to be when the other option is the front lines.
Very true, very true. As
Mila,
long as the tree stump doesn't try to eat me.
Yep.
as you hear the creaking sound of the plate armor, and you know that the gnolls caught that because they have pretty good hearing and perception. You turn around and see that the pack has started to swarm you. What are you doing?
Yep, let's see. Just making my choices here. Yeah. And now that I hear the roar, they'll do a quick burr through about 9 clicks before going forward and roaring out a challenge and shifting into Nalosaurus, readying to bite any enemies that come near.
Nice.
And that'll be all for her turn. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you go change into Yallosaurus.
What was that noise?
Sound like a car horn.
That was a car horn.
Don't you?
That's me living at an apartment.
I was about to say, don't you know that's how dinosaurs sounded? Honk, honk.
I mean, they were kind of birdies, so maybe.
Very true.
There we go.
All right.
Pass.
Unplug my phone.
Asker, it is your turn.
I don't want to. How tall is this cliff right here?
4 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, right around there.
Okay. Asker's going to measure real quick. Come here and then go. So I'm gonna double move, but I'm gonna come right there.
Okay.
And she's just going to, like, say, I'll cover this side, so stay behind me in the log.
As you come up to them, they're just looking at you with their bows ready.
Asker just has this, like, bring it on. And then Asker's little owl will also just, like, fly up a bit and get behind some tree coverage kind of over here. Close enough to be useful, but not
Not the
in
main
boat.
target.
Yeah, exactly. I
Alright.
remembered I have my owl, though.
You did. Good congrats on remembering your owl. At the end of your turn, Asker?
That is the end of my turn. Hello, friends.
Good. Alright. These three are all going to pull out ready their bows, pull them back, and take aim at you, Asker.
Go for
Does-
it, you dingbats.
21 hit.
Barely.
2 of them hit. Is 21 your AC?
No.
Okay. 2 of them hit,
20.
1 of them miss.
Mhm.
So that would be 5 points for the first damage, 5 points for the other one.
Would I still have that temp HP? How long did that last for?
That is gone.
Not
I
through a
figured
short
that's fine.
rest.
Yeah. As like you guys had a long time in between it.
That's what I figured, but you know, it was worth trying.
Let's see. Speed is 30 feet. Okay. 30 feet. Okay. This one's gonna come right up to there. See the Allosaurus, ready its bow. It's gonna go over there. Neutral square. This one will come up.
That's a lot of bows.
And they all take aim at the big Allosaurus. Does
Allosaurus, but yes.
was that?
Just Allosaurus, but yes.
It's big compared to them. 8 to hit.
Target's 13.
13. 1 is a glancing blow, 1 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Glancing blow does 3 points of damage after being halved. The other one does 8 points of damage.
So a total of 11.
Yep.
Okay.
Then this group of 3 gonna come. This one will double move to here. Side. there, and then double move to right up there. So they just start rushing forward. One of them is going to take a stab at, or take a long bow shot. Shirku's probably the one who looks most dangerous. Let's give them the intelligence check real quick. How smart are you guys? Not very smart. Shirku looks the most dangerous. So
They're not wrong.
What the
Twitch
rest did they
chat
go
is
after?
trolling.
The echo, the other one.
Oh yeah, you have your
And,
you don't have your echo on this screen, do you? I always forget.
Yeah,
Need to-
Congrats, Rin. You get fate points.
yeah, I saw. I was like,
Points to the GM.
I'm like, do I use those? I think I might.
Well, just use them for it to close to hits.
You'll.
Make us experience pain.
If it helps anyone in their fate point decisions, it's my birthday on Monday.
If it helps anyone in their fate point decisions, it's the DM's birthday tomorrow.
happy almost birthday, Red.
Thank you. Let's see. So what is that? We're at a plus.
The birthday stream.
Yeah.
No, beat of
Get
it.
that in the title.
I
Because
forgot
this
that your
isn't
birthday.
really focused on that.
Well, it is now.
It should be.
It is now.
Hey Shadow,
Yep.
does a 19 hit your AC?
Yep. Just one over.
Thanks to the fate points. You end up getting hit for 10 points of damage.
Nice.
If you want to roll a D100 for me,
Huh?
can you roll a D100 for me?
Sure.
And then say high or low first?
Hi. Of course it's low.
Okay, yeah, that hits you. Oh, nostalgia. Someone, Zippy, wants the DM to have more fate points too. Okay, DM has his fate point counter.
The audience is betraying us.
Oh no!
No, not the audience.
All right. That is the end of their turns. Shirku, your turn.
Yep. Let me quickly.
Could be interesting if like gifting fate points to the GM causes like a wild magic table roll or something like that.
That's what I was
No,
just
I don't
about
want chaos.
thinking.
Okay, I can move.
I know how
that
I'll do it.
here.
Okay, I know how I'm
Okay.
doing that. Thank you,
I
Zippy.
don't like evil the evil smile.
What about me? What?
Sorry.
Oh,
I said you, so you were the one who rolled the D100, and then Anthony's evil smile.
All right.
Oh, the
so,
D100 was for whether it was hitting the echo or him.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack this one with my action.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go. Vic. Nope.
Shirku, you miss.
Yes, I do. It's a
Oh
basic
yeah. Some of the
additional
chat-
attack. Go!
Hell yeah.
Oh, whoops. I clicked that twice, sorry. The first one.
Why do you have disadvantage? Are you poisoned?
Oh, whoops. I forgot to take it off at disadvantage.
Oh no, you might still be poisoned if you're still poisoned. Because you got no, you were in the darkness. That's why you were there. No, you did
Yeah.
get poisoned. Did
Did
you
I get
succeed on your saving throw? You might have succeeded.
I remember it got bled.
And then you got healed. Yeah, we're saying you should be good without the disadvantage now. So 23 to
Okay.
hit.
That's 16 damage. And I'm gonna take Tunnel Fighter stance.
It's still
As bonus
standing.
action.
Doesn't look very happy, but it's still standing. Still alive.
Boo.
And as you go through, you come up, swing once with your halberd, and actually chop into the tree, almost taking the tree down. You, as you're ripping it out, you hit him with the backswing of it, winding the knoll massively, and then you just ready yourself in your stance with your halberd.
Yes,
So-
I do. Awesome.
Hell
So
yeah.
glad that's not an undead tree.
Not yet. Oh, just wanted to say, like, because some of the people in chat are in the EU and such, I believe, so they're wishing you a happy birthday since they're from the future.
Yeah, thank you all.
All right, so yeah, I am in turn with that.
Okay. And who's up next? Cypher.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Well, I've got the slot for it, so I think I'm gonna bring in a friend.
You can bring
I do
those.
so love your recycling friends.
Hey, there.
Also, don't you have your two Skelegards?
Oh, I do. I forgot about my Skeleguard.
Which probably also contributed to our failure to stealth, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think they're the stealthiest of boys or
No.
girls? They're skeletons. I don't know their gender.
And they're skeletons made of demon parts. I don't think gender's necessary.
No.
Have you asked them what gender they would like to be referred to as?
I used
don't think
Shirku's
so.
dead siblings to make them.
Oh.
They're kind of like family.
Oh god, I forgot.
Oh no! Oh no!
Our life with the necromancer.
You're able to bring in your own skeletons, if I remember, aren't you?
I remember they're decked out in leather armor, so you can't really tell they're. I made sure to use your dead family's armor to cover them up too. It's like a family reunion.
Shirku, how do you feel about your family reunion?
I never said I told Shirku.
I know.
I'm not sure how to take this.
Well, see how I actually have these guys. I forgot about them.
Well, at least they're not sentient.
That was a lot of dice. But this one coming near me, he's gonna get a firebolt to the face. Probably not really.
Yeah, that'll miss.
So it just kinda... I'm still tired, and it just goes right over his head. Whew. But, I at least have these good skeleton boys.
And you have
I'm
stats.
gonna-
You have stats for the skeletons, right?
I actually do not, but I can look them up real quick. I kind of forgot about them.
No.
But I will instruct them to move in front of me and to protect me. To me, my minions.
Nice.
Well, now it's this time it's the family's turn to be the minion. Oh
But you said
no!
that the only thing that I could think of was ESO. It's a dungeon ESO that happens every single time.
Is this where
How
we is this where Asker realizes that the point of enemies is to make new friends and becomes a necromancer herself?
Oh god.
You've done this, Cypher.
Asger has a deep conversation with Cypher about what souls are coming up soon.
Oh no! Oh no!
I hope you all read my notes.
Yes,
I
I
haven't
did.
caught up yet.
I have not.
I'm one
But-
session behind.
That will be my turn.
Zastrava, it is your turn.
For all that the party
Alright.
likes to read through Asker's diary.
Well, seeing as how I really wait. Okay, those are the skeletons. I thought something popped up behind me. Okay. I just want to go to sleep and like rest at this point. I see there's a nice like looking log kind of past the tree, and I'm kind of like eyeing it and doing as much appraising as I can. And I'm like, I think I can hit 4 of them. Maybe I can end this early. And I'm just going to open my mouth and do what I do best.
Kaboom!
Peace and fire.
Just a
Some
little bit of
acid.
fire.
Yeah.
Where are you? So
So it'll hit, and it won't hit the other 2. I measured.
darn it. Very
So
good.
sorry. that echo's still gonna be there.
Let's see.
So I think the echo is safe. So it's 20 feet.
It is. Just barely.
And anything that survives and goes into Echo's range is gonna get poked.
What's the saving DC?
16.
So you all watch as there's like this little small armada of gnolls there, and you just watch as the flame goes and washes over every single one of them, igniting them all into destruction and death.
Wow. This is Strava kill count up by 4.
What?
Kind of.
Now we're counting the entire sessions? Every the entire campaign? Well now.
I need to make one more saving throw.
Oh
One
no,
moment.
there was something hidden. Oh no, we're gonna die. I woke up a tree. Oh fuck.
Oh no! What? No, that wasn't right. I got lucky. But why? I'm so glad I have an echo there.
Oh, that looks painful.
Ouch. How much damage was it?
26 fire damage.
26.
It does not look it. You watch as the tree was just there and
Uh-oh.
as like it's lit on fire. And for initiative.
The tree regrets its decision to be in this forest.
I think we're about to regret our decision to be in this forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still a tree. Trees hate fire.
Yes.
I mean,
yes, they
now
do.
we just get to see tree versus dino. I mean, that's awesome, right? That's what everybody wants.
The kaiju battle to end it all.
Mhm.
Oh.
Unless Shirku gets a hold of the tree.
Mila, it is your turn.
How mobile does the tree look?
It looks.
Like, has it uprooted itself and, like, started?
It's kind of like as you're kind of looking at the roots aren't kind of like connected like fully into the ground. Like it looks like it can, but as it's been lit on fire, it's like moving around and like its roots aren't super deep.
Okay. Then, not going to worry about
Tree wants a hug.
that for a turn. Mhm. Mhm. Do I help Shirku or Asker?
I'm probably gonna be fine.
It's true.
You
And
get
so
bonuses
the-
for defense, Grimy.
I do like the sound of this, and so the Allosaurus is going to charge and pounce on one of the gnolls, so I will need a strength save to see whether I get a free bonus attack on it.
That tree is fast.
Sure. Strength save. That's gonna go well. I have failed.
Okay,
No
and
has failed.
so I'm going to have a bite attack against this first one as it just pounces and knocks it to the ground. Bite attack, claw attack. As Apex Predator comes in for the snack. So the first bite,
Which is the one that you just knocked down, right?
second bite,
Oh, wait. Would you even have, if you missed your attack, do you even not get a chance to not get prone?
no.
Okay, so it's still standing.
Oh, it is still standing yet.
Yep, because you missed your first one. And then are you switching your bite to a second bite to a different target or same target then?
Give me one moment. So, I'd like to spend fate points to make the first one hit. Like 4.
You,
Will that work?
You can spend one.
Okay. I will spend 1 on that then, just because the first bite, like, whatever requires, like, Yeah.
No problem. So you deal 18 points of damage. It's still alive. And then are you doing your second bite to this one?
To the other one, yeah. And the claw attack to the third one.
Claw attack misses.
Fair enough.
Both
And so, yeah.
the gnolls like weren't expecting the giant lizard thing to charge them, and they're just like, ah! And the ones on his ground like, ah! And like grabbing his spear now, and like, well, we'll see if it gets to do what it wants to do. Asker.
As the giant lizard takes some limbs.
Yeah.
On to
And
Asker.
Badu. Spear.
Asker misses. Well, you do have advantage. Nope. Even with advantage, you still miss. Never mind. It rolls twice already for you.
Second attack.
I assume lethal? How does Asker
Nope.
feel about gnolls? No, not lethal?
How in your world, how human are gnolls? That's the question here.
More demon than human.
Okay, if they're more demon than human, then yeah, he's dying. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm not.
Is he still standing?
No.
Nope.
you.
Beautiful.
Because you did
And
so much.
that's 15,
And it had 4 HP.
25. Second bonus action. For a 20 on this guy.
On the one on the right or the bottom one?
The bottom one.
Okay, the one who hasn't been damaged. Okay, you hit. As you back end him.
Up.
You just like bop him in the nose.
Hmm. I don't think I want to put a first level smite. I don't think I've done that much damage yet. He isn't that close. I think that's everything I have up until reaction time.
Okay. The end of your turn. It is Null's turn. Null's gonna go back to hitting you. Since you just popped. Sorry, I'm like.
Small giant dinosaur popping.
It's gonna move here.
It's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
I had a feeling it was about to. So I was like, I'm waiting. Waiting. 25 hits. Can you roll me an extra d6, please?
I sure can.
As you exceed its AC by 10. So 13 points of damage. You know, for a moment, it was about to go after Bigger Bop. Now it's about to go after you. He has advantage. Those rolls are the same. That's a 19 to hit.
Nope. Misses.
I'll get back to that one in a moment.
Also, I hope you can't hear screaming.
Not really. I hear a kitty cat. This one is going to take a shot at Shirku. Actually, wait. Yeah, he'll take a shot at Shirku.
So which one's attacking me?
This one.
So it's firing at me with a bow.
Yes.
Opportunity attack.
I don't think you get an opportunity attack for that.
What? Against an archer?
Yeah, no. When you're in melee with them, it can impose disadvantage, but
I have reach.
you do not get opportunity attacks against them.
I have reach though.
Doesn't change the fact that you don't get opportunity attacks against people who use a ranged against you. For 5th edition, you don't. In previous
alright.
ones, you did. You are imposing disadvantage, though. I rolled a 9. Does a 9 hit you, Shirku?
Nope.
Okay. The other one's going to take his spear and try and stab you. With a 13. Does a 13 hit you, Shirku?
Nope.
Okay. They
13
both,
does not hit.
they both missed. And now that Mila's back, Mila, does a 20 hit you?
Meow. I heard that cat.
She's right here. 9 points of damage, Mila. As the gnoll stabs you. You're able to
How
hear
much
him?
damage one more time?
9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it for the gnolls. Chirku, it's your turn.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off one null, or at least try to.
I feel like you're about to kill both of them.
Smacky, smacky, you're dead.
19 will hit. Are you hitting the one you already hit?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. You just
And
cleave right through him.
then I'm going to use my second additional attack to attack the other one. Smacky, smacky.
18 does hit. It is still standing. First time it's been hit.
All right. And with that, let's move him here as one hitter, and actually take my stance again.
Huh.
And the reason why I'm keeping my echo there is because I see that tree is active.
Yep.
And it looks pissed.
Maybe. Oh. Giant should be above Cypher. Okay. Giant's turn.
It looks very upset.
Yeah, about it being very upset. You watch as it reaches and its rooty tendril hands reach deep into the ground, lift up and pull up a rock, and he tosses it right at Sistrava.
Uh-oh.
It
Oh,
made the
no.
tree very, very angry.
Blizzard versus rock.
Does she have cover from the stump?
I have to ask, did the tree say anything?
Does it speak? Do any
The
of you
last one
speak
did.
Druidic?
No, but I speak Sylvan, which I used to speak with them before.
Druidic's got it here.
Druid has the Druidic. You hear it cursing
has
as
Druidic.
it's like, burning me, burn, you will die. You hear that in Druidic.
That's pretty fair. Yeah,
Um,
no. We stand.
Speaking of that, Ace Strava, you've been hit. Does 28 exceed
what
your
is-
AC by 10?
Oh no.
Did you say 28
Yeah?
That's gonna hurt.
by 10?
Yeah?
Yeah, my armor class is 13.
Okay. I'm sorry, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
What does that do? Do I need to use some fate points?
Probably a good idea.
I mean, let's see. I don't think the fate points, it wouldn't help with the crit, but if you spent 6 of them, it would mean it doesn't get an additional damage die.
I can at least do that.
Okay. I will
Doesn't
leave it
do
at
double
this then.
I'll be doing triple damage.
Oh, thank God we leveled up.
You watch as it just...
Do I still have the temporary hit points from before?
Nope. Those are gone after the short rest. How much HP do you have?
45.
Okay.
Now I have 4.
It just, like, there's a little bit of a stump there and everything. Actually, you would only have to spend about... I said 6, so you'd have to spend 4 fate points. You get 2 back.
Okay.
Because you did have some small cover. From the stump. But... Oof. And, like, hit with this giant rock, which has a little bit of flame still on it because of from the tree, like part of the tree like broke off with it as it threw it. And then it's gonna start running over here. Riku, can you make attacks from your...
From the Echo, yes.
As
The Echo
a-
can make attack of opportunity.
Okay. It wouldn't be
Alright.
using your tunnel fighter, though. You would be using your reaction. Because your Echo is not in your tunnel fighter stance.
I thought when I took it, both took it. But okay. Ah,
But you do have,
covered.
you do have Sentinel. That will hit. And you do an extra damage die of damage.
Ooh, extra damage die. I'm just gonna roll this again.
3. So
Yeah,
14. That's 14 points of damage. Yeah, and it does stop it in its tracks, and as it stops it, the creature looks down at it like, oh, why you went away? And he just his reach 5 feet. He wants to slam.
Technically, it can because opportunity attacks for the Echo is just 5 feet.
Oh,
It's not 10.
is it?
Yeah.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw then, Shirku.
Okay. Look,
That is a fail.
it was good knowing you, Echo.
You watch as your Echo like takes its halberd and like stabs into it like, oh, I'm gonna stop it. And then just from its eyes, this acid just tears down its face and falls onto the Echo. And you watch as Shirku dies a acidic, horrible death as he's like, I'm melting.
I just give a thumbs up while the acid's underneath. Just a thumbs up to Zastrava.
And that's it.
No.
That's it for the tree. Cypher, your turn.
How healthy does the tree look?
It looks like it's taken a lot of fire damage, and it doesn't look happy about it.
I'm debating how big of a threat this tree is to us.
Kill the
Hmm.
tree.
Well, I could probably kill it with one of my new spells, but it would blow my only 4th level slot. Is it that big of a threat is the question.
It did only 41 damage to Zastrava.
Only, he says.
How would Cypher
No.
do against an attack like that?
I would die. Cypher would die. So yeah, give me a con save at disadvantage for the tree. It's gotta be a DC of 16.
Okay. I know what spell this is.
Yeah, you. It's a,
I rolled 2 16s. Its con is a +4, so 20. So it succeeds.
it takes 32 points of damage.
What spell is this?
We thought you knew.
I thought it was Blight.
It is. They still take half damage, even if they succeed their save. And it's max damage for plant creatures.
Okay, that was the part I forgot, is that it does max damage. So 32 or 32, 16. Okay, because it's necrotic, right?
Yep, so Cypher just makes a hand gesture, and you just see a whole bunch of water leak out of the tree from all directions.
As effective as you think like it would be with it being a tree, it seems to be even less effective than you would think.
Damn.
Necromancy against corpse trees.
So, not as many things have resistance to necrotic as they used
It's
to.
true. Not as many.
I did not know if this would be one of them, and I guessed wrong, sadly.
It's still not looking very happy, but
It was a good attempt.
it was.
Trust me, it was one of those I had to learn because I feel these are kind of a common thing in this area.
Chill Touch usually actually ignores the resistance for necromancy damage. It's interesting.
But
Makes
yeah,
sense.
that'll be my turn.
The Strava.
Oh, me again. As I'm like walking around all kind of woozy from just getting clobbered by a friggin' rock.
And being given a thumbs up by a dying echo.
Poor Echo. It didn't deserve that. Alright, well, let's see. What do we still have going on? I can clearly see the frickin' tree, right?
Yes. The tree stump that's in front of you anymore is even more of a stump now.
I kind of figured. Oh, it's only 30 feet. Where's my little measure bar? Oh, yeah, I can totally do that. I can't get them. Okay. So, that being said, I am going to look at the tree and, in the most grumpiness of grumpiness, just start swearing up a storm at the tree and just viciously mock it. And we're going to try to do this.
That's a wisdom saving throw?
It is a wisdom saving throw. I'm hoping it's not a very smart tree.
You're burning the tree with words.
Does a 14 succeed?
No, it's a DC 16.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I am going to look over at... It is... Supposed to touch it? Yeah, sorry. I also look over to Cypher and just go, come on, buddy. I know you've got this. It's a dead tree. You do dead things. You can do this. And give him some bardic inspiration.
Nice.
And that's the end of my turn. Actually, I'm also going to step back a little bit. And that's it.
Okay. After Zastrava, Mila?
Mm-hmm. Roar, munch, and snack is the one that I attacked still prone.
It's dead.
Ah, okay, so
It
it's
had a
these two are-
spear stabbed through it.
That's pretty fair. And so, yeah, we'll bite on the left, claw on the right.
I don't see the first number for the bite, like you're to hit.
The bite's 15
15 hits, deals half
for
damage.
15 damage. Oh, half damage?
Yep, but
Oh, for
still kills
exactly,
it.
yeah. Nice. And then the other is 24 to hit for 9 damage.
See it now. Why was I being so blind? And yep, you go through, open up your mouth, and just chomp on the first knoll, and then like with your little claw, just scratch the other one's face off.
Oh, yeah. And we'll just take the one that we bite and just like toss into the air and down the gullet.
Magic druid gullet. Wonder what happens when you revert back to Mila.
It's a very good full belly. And we will pass. Oh, no, I still have some move action. So we probably need to see if yeah, there we go. And we'll start creeping up behind the tree, getting ready for the next pounce.
Okay. After Mila, Asker
Is this a tree?
is with the tree.
The thing next to the tree, a tree?
It's a tree.
I just want to make sure that I can go underneath it. That's.
You
I guess I
can.
should be more clear. Okay, good. I'm going to come here. 30 feet of movement, because I am measured. And I'm going to stab the shit out of this tree. Asker's just gonna run up to it and bat stamp.
16 misses.
Bad tree. 21?
21 will hit for 10 points of damage. Okay. It is, as you like stabbing into it, it's looking like it's a weakened tree. Doesn't have a lot more going.
I have to check something. No, it's an action. Goddamn. I believe that's also an action. Yeah. I was trying to check if healing hands was a bonus action. I'm just gonna healing hands the tree. It is unfortunately an action.
It is.
Instead, I will bonus action, pop it with the backhand.
25 will hit for 6 points of damage. It is still standing. Looks like it's standing on twigs, but it is still standing.
I like that reference.
Asker just looks at the tree like, let's go.
Next up is, I don't know why it's off of here, but it is the Null's turn. Hi, Shirku.
Hi.
And he's like, oh, and it's gonna take a stab at you with a spear. Hey, Shirku.
Yep.
Because I nat one, it misses you with the spear. But since you're right next to it now, it is going to try and bite you. Does a 10 hit you?
No.
So he like stabs and like misses horribly and was like, "Argh," and just bites. And as you watch it or feel the bite on your armor, you just hear a and then like the Null like removes its mouth and is like, "Ah," as its teeth are all shattered.
Did you really think that was a good idea?
Ah! Your turn, Shirku.
Now I just feel sorry, pity for you. Go to sleep. Smack.
22 will hit, and you definitely do enough damage to. Did you say go to sleep?
Yes, I did.
Are you knocking it unconscious or killing it?
I'm mercy killing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be headed.
Just gotta make sure when someone says go to sleep, it's like, you could be putting him to sleep.
Unless you're Jeff the Killer.
True.
All right.
You are
I'm not done yet. I'm gonna spawn in my echo right here.
I just remembered you're waiting for me to put your echo
Yeah,
in.
I don't have access to that still.
I'm almost positive you do.
I don't know how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to start moving the echo around. So let's move you here, move him here, and then for me, let's go down to here and then here.
Okay.
And you know what happens next?
Yep.
I'm going to use my other attack action.
Actually, real quick, you attacked it twice, right, Asker?
Yes.
Or did you attack it 3 times? You attacked it 3 times, right? 3? You hit it twice. Can you give me 3 quick dex saves?
Uh-oh.
I only hit it twice.
3 quick dex saves?
Do I get to add my own aura of protection?
Yeah, you always do.
Cool. 17 and 22, and then one more. I don't know why I'm making so many of these.
Yep, you
19?
succeed all of them. As you were
Okay, what is it?
attacking, its tears started pouring down and like burning, and you just barely dodged out of your way. Shirku.
Okay.
I'm going to actually have both my first attack come from the echo, and then use an echo fury again from the echo.
Okay.
So let's have at it. First one misses.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
All right. Dexterity saving throw.
Your
That's
echo is
failing.
gone.
Yep, there goes the echo fury.
You watch as like it's again. You watch as Shirku melts to acid.
Asker just looks over at the melted Shirku next to her. Look, oh god.
All I can think is Shirku later tonight's like, I have a strange fear of acid now.
Now this echo also gives a thumbs up while it melts. Just
Nice.
to freak out as there goes some more.
And I believe that's the end of your regular action of attacks.
Yeah, that's it.
Anything else, Shirku?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. Well, the one that just hit it is getting its attention. Does a 22 hit you, Asker?
What?
22?
Shirku just hit it.
Shirku missed
yes.
it.
Oh, damn it. I thought they just hit.
You take 15 points of damage as it slams once against you.
Is any of that necrotic?
Nope. Bludgeoning. 21 to hit.
That also hits.
That is 17 points of damage as it batters you with its left hand.
Is that one necrotic?
Nope. And then 24 and wait. I have 6. 30 to hit.
Yes. It's 10 over.
You give the DM fate points. The DM will use the fate points.
This is what all of you have done.
12, so 17 more points of damage with as it goes one with a right, one with a left, and then it just poof, and double hands you. Are you unconscious?
I sure am.
How much
Oh no.
are you like exact unconscious?
I'm -1. So yes.
So yeah, the fate points brought you down. Good to know. DM is out of fate points. Good, thanks. Okay. And
Thank you, chat, for fate points enabling this ass whooping on Asker.
Yeah.
Cypher, it is your turn. You just watched as the, reason you're here just got demolished.
Goddamn, this tree is actually really laying the smackdown on us, isn't it? I've been wanting to do this. It's going to cost me, but it's going to be really fun. Could you do 2 dex saves at 15 for the tree?
Dex saves, you say.
Yes.
The first one is a 5.
Okay.
Should I roll another one?
I'm hitting it twice, so it does get 2. There.
Is it-
Technically,
Does it do damage?
yes.
I'm not rolling another one. Describe, how do you want to do this?
So, Cypher kind of does some incantation and raises his arms to the air. 2 lightning bolts strike one each arm. He mashes them together, and just a big lightning bolt flies out, just devastating everything in a line. Like, basically demolishing the tree and lighting everything on fire in its path. Pretty much.
So, that's the angle? Or,
Yep, it's gotta be a straight line.
at that angle, I need Mila to make a dex save.
Can do.
Actually, 2.
Why 2?
I did a meta magic to quick cast. I'm actually casting 2 lightning bolts in 1.
Oh, so you're using your action and your bonus action.
Yes, for a grand total of 16d6 damage. I call it lightning execution.
Do I need to roll anything for that?
You're prone. You're fine.
At that angle, no, Aster, you do not.
Aster
Those
still lives.
both fail. Can you roll 8d6, Cypher?
Yeah, ready.
I'm sorry, Mila.
I did not need
Which
for
one
this.
does?
25 points of damage for the first one, and just repeat that for the second one.
Oh.
So 27 points of damage to you, Mila.
Oh, just 27?
To your actual body.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did
I'm
look.
sorry. I couldn't see past the tree cover.
So you just go through, conjure both these 2 giant bolts of lightning, and just... and it's eradicated. Tree had 1 HP, man.
Oh,
Oh.
I just needed you to hit the tree. I was like, I don't want the tree to take another fucking rock and throw it at the party.
well,
I mean,
didn't
if
throw
it did,
another
I would have
rock.
gotten an opportunity attack, so.
Yeah, but you both have Sentinel, so...
Yeah. I couldn't do anything there, I'm sorry.
Next up would be Zistrava.
There's nothing left, right? Like I'm looking around. I don't see anything, right?
Just
Other than an unconscious body or whatnot.
a bleeding Asker.
You know,
I ha-
princess.
I have a question for Mila.
Oh, Mila's
because-
taking this rather personally.
Oh, no.
You're in trouble.
I would imagine, like, most people smell like bacon after getting electrocuted. What does Mila smell like?
I mean, take a chicken and light it on fire, I presume. And that you have ruined so many feathers. She is very ruffled, very displeased.
Oh no.
Ask, what does Mila smell like when she gets electrocuted?
Yep.
You're about to find out. She's coming for you, Cypher.
It was an accident. I did not check my angle before casting.
This is why we don't trust humans with magic.
I'm actually not human, though.
Or Dragonborn. We don't trust. We don't trust the humanoids with magic.
I'm just gonna like book it towards Asker and just be like, Asker, no, you're not allowed to die. And just like imbue her with some bardic inspiration so that way hopefully if
Well,
she has to make
She does have
saving
healing
throw.
potions in her bag because we have gotten a couple of Twitch subs
You guys,
Oh,
from like
okay.
you do, but I don't think anyone was in range of the... Because who's the one who carries that on there?
that's Asker.
Yeah.
Asker has all the healing potions. So if Sistrava's running up, she can rummage through and do that bit
Usually
of
in the
patching.
middle of everything to just have them like be grabbed off of me and whatever. I usually don't take 40 something damage in one round.
Yeah.
Same.
I see Mila and I'm like, oh.
So Strava's giving bardic inspiration to Asker. Mila, Are you just going and arguing with Cypher?
Oh yeah, just charging
Cypher,
over to lobby a complaint.
give me a moment, then I will get to your guys' complaint and talk in a moment. Asker, can you please give me a death saving throw?
Yep.
Also, while you're
let me
rolling
check.
that to the GM secretly.
Yep. Did that work?
No, that's
you
a
can
hit
add
die.
1d8.
I realized. I just wanted to make sure that you saw that. I
Yep.
wasn't going to roll it and have it show up to everyone else. So I was like, let
Oh,
me
I
just
would
get
have you
one
re-roll
thing
it.
first. Oh, okay.
Do
Thanks. I have a death
Asker,
save
what's a
point.
moment that comes through your mind as you're dying?
Probably we're gonna go with a regret. So we're gonna go with Asker at one of the parties where her sister was making fun of her, and Asker didn't stand up for herself.
Mm.
Oh god, that was.
I do like the use of like dying to do character backstory.
Shirku, what are you doing?
I don't like watching them roll. It's so nerve-wracking.
Well, I would want to check up on a burning chicken at the moment, but there's currently a dying woman over here. So I'm gonna go over here, grab a potion, and shove it down her mouth.
Yeah, you. Asker, you heal. It's 2d4 right now, I believe. Right? Yeah. And I think I was maxing them, so you heal 10 hit points.
Hey.
So after going through thinking about your sister making fun of you and not standing up for yourself, you wake up in Shadow's arms as he's having a health potion that you've just drank.
This is twice now.
Asker looks at him and just will, while coming back out of this, we'll just go. How the fuck do I even pronounce my sister's name anymore? I haven't looked at these in forever. Lord? What?
More who?
Morgantium? She's my sister. It's not fun being forced to remember things like that. Ow, my head hurts.
As
That
you
tree
say,
hits a lot harder than I thought it would.
as you say your head hurts, you hear squawking of angry Mila.
Oh yeah. And Mila will shift her tail into a very long and wiry cord, sort of like a horse's tail to whip at flies, and be whapping at Cypher's ankles.
I can't understand you when you're like this.
This is twice I've had to get you up, Aster.
Just whip, and it's just like a nice solid little whack. Oh, sorry, not the quarterstaff. Wrong one.
I
Well,
think you should worry about
Oh,
him
no.
instead.
oh, I was gonna worry about the woman that was
She's-
bleeding out on the ground.
Oh yeah, and she
But,
is
why don't
fully
you take
beside
over?
herself.
And with
Mila-
that jerk of
As you do go to hit him, like, it's one of those, like, you smack someone, and instead of actually hurting them, like, you smack so hard that, like, whip your hand so hard that you actually hurt yourself more. You're just like,
And yeah, and Mila like clutching at her like burned up side of burnt feathers will crumple to the ground.
But yeah, after I get Asker up with my expert movement, I'm gonna go over here and go, what the heck happened? Oh wait, never mind, I saw a lightning bolt.
I'm
still
so
spells.
sorry.
Please check
I'm
your
gonna-
aim before you fire something like that, Cypher.
Mila, I personally owe you one no question asked favor. You need something from me. I will do it. No question asked.
This is going to be real spicy, and we're going to be writing this down. But she does currently need some healing as like a general party thing, not as a favor thing.
Yeah,
As she is unironically down from her
Oh,
own
got it.
self-inflicted wounds.
It is right now, so you guys know time frame. It's around 12 o'clock, so the sun's kind of at its zenith.
but yeah, I think I can't do any other actions, so that's the end of my turn. But otherwise, I'd
Oh,
be
we're
trying
out of
to-
initiative now.
Oh, then I'd
As
be.
soo-
I'm going to be trying to check over her wounds and do what I can to try and make it less hurtful, I guess.
I'm gonna rifle through Asker's bags as she's
Just looting.
healing up.
With
No,
surprising like familiarity with how the contents are stored.
Yeah, I know. It's like we almost go through it every night to find that damn diary.
Asker's like moved it to different spots too, but every morning it's just back right on top, and she's always really confused.
I grab out 2 potions, and I'm gonna take one for myself, and then like go over to like Mila, and then like quiet little like chirpy voices as best as I can. Give her the potion as well, and be like, "It's okay. I know he's dumb sometimes, but I promise he means well."
And I wasn't
Like
saying
Mila
you
gets up
actually.
and it's like, I know he's trying to be good, but he needed a good scolding. What? No.
I have a request. I feel like when we make dinner tonight, we accidentally make a chicken thing.
Mila's not gonna have any problems with this. Like,
We have Noel.
Probably.
Are you planning to eat Noel?
No,
You guys
never.
can eat demonic, but there might be consequences to it. I don't suggest it.
it has mixed results. What are you comprehending languages on, Zastrava?
I could talk to you in your chirpy language.
Oh, yeah.
You were very angry and you were raving at first.
Yes.
That you was.
What do your health potions do? How much do they heal for? Asker, what is the die?
10 HP.
10 HP at the point.
Alright,
Wait.
so
Those
we
have
each
not been
take one.
upgraded yet.
How long of a rest are we doing?
I can heal people up. How far down is everybody?
I'm only down by 10 HP. I'm good.
Okay. We'll do
The only
I'm
thing that's been taking a beating
20% of my HP at the moment.
I
Oh,
think
is
a full 8 hour would do us good.
That'd be nice.
The only thing out of that's been taking a beating from my side is the echo. We kept giving a thumbs up every time it died.
Wasn't the whole point that we're trying to currently find a good place to shelter?
Yes. Well, we do have plenty of firewood.
And so I can work on healing people up. Asker said that she's fairly down, so we'll do. And you'll have to read the dice on the screen, not what it says in the chat box, because it doesn't include all the dice.
Hey.
Plus 4.
Oh, okay.
So 5.
I've got
Hey,
this one.
Mila.
So 28 health to Asker.
As you use the radiant magic to cure Asker,
Wait a minute.
can
No!
you please make me roll a d10? Let's go with rolling a d10, everyone.
No! I forgot!
Mhm.
I hate this evil fucking woods!
No!
Did it count for the potion too?
Nope, potions don't count.
Okay, good.
I got a question.
Yep,
How many demons
Where's-
have I killed with this halberd so far?
don't worry about it. I'm keeping track. Okay.
Okay.
Cypher, Sastrava, Asker, can you please roll a d10 as well?
I don't want to. I don't like the things that happen when this happens.
We're probably gonna have to run, considering last time we did this,
At
3
least
of
I
them.
down my potion.
Okay. Nothing happens as you first cast it. Everything's fine. You just your hands radiate a
Feedback?
yeah.
It doesn't hurt me. I
Nope.
thought it hurt you when you did healing in this stupid forest, because that's what it did to the other guy. I accidentally murderized his face by trying to give him healing.
Depends on where you're at in the woods. You guys aren't in the worst part of it because you're heading south. You were north of it the first time.
Were you hurt,
Mhm.
Sistrava?
Huh? Yes, I am.
But that's not the
But-
problem. I'm considering what happened last time.
We need to get.
That healing magic was used. I'm going to check the forest trees and wind.
All of the trees that are around you, none of them seem to be moving anymore. Just swaying in the breeze.
With some scarring.
Yeah, there is one of them that's almost like it's swaying, and as it sways, it's almost knocked down because it had a halberd in it.
Albert, that almost chopped it down. I just look at this and go, I think I need to learn how to control my own strength.
And
As
oh,
I
right.
gave you a book about that.
I can avoid more healing, but we should keep on going because I don't think that this is a good place for napping.
Yes, I don't think so either. And you never know when one of these trees might decide that we're abominations. Or when someone decides to throw fire at one of the trees.
Hey, it worked in the end, right? Right? Maybe.
So you guys keep traveling south through the woods.
Yeah. Cautiously once more.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and take him to the spot where I first met people.
Done. We type
Where we first were
I was
fighting
like, what is
like
that
some bearded
sound?
devils.
Sorry.
the speed at which he types.
Oh.
Nice.
Very nice.
Anyway, sorry.
You're good. So you continue traveling for the rest of the day, looking for. I'm assuming you guys, as you're traveling, are looking for a good spot to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're. Oh no. This is gonna be the end of your day of travel when you get. The map big. Map is very, very big.
We can go farther than that. Come on.
As you guys are
What?
traveling, can you please give me Mila would be a survival check because you're the one who's leading, right? So you're the one who would be looking for a place to rest.
Yes.
Very nice.
Mhm.
All right. So, you're able to find a good spot. And yes, I see your question. Yes. It'd be the leather armor would be 11 plus their dex mod.
Mm-hmm. That's 11 plus dex.
You find a spot, and it's about at this point it's like the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Do you guys? I'm trying to remember. Shirku, do you have the Outlander feature for your background?
I believe.
I think I remember you guys have the feature that you guys can gather food very easily.
Yes, I do have the Outlander feet background. So I have the Wonder trait.
Yep.
You have it
I
as well.
think Shirku and I are both Outlander. Yep.
So as you guys are traveling, you're able to easily get food together. So that way, you guys have a decent meal for the night. It is chicken that you find
Mhm.
Chicken. Delicious.
that you can roast.
Mhm.
You end up finding a cave that looks like, as you check it out, looks good. Looks like it'll be fine for you.
How deep is the cave?
You going to start exploring the cave?
No, I'd rather rest at the mouth.
Like, you look at it and it's a lot deeper. You don't see any tracks though leading into it.
That doesn't mean that couldn't be spiders crawling on the ceiling.
It looks like one of our pretty bad decisions.
You don't see any tracks leading into it, but you don't see the end of the cave with your dark vision either.
Okay. Looks
Okay,
like this
and
is a
yeah,
deep cave.
Then I guess Mela will use her other wild shape to shift into a giant spider and sort of web off the flanks.
Asper's
Mila,
gonna
do
cast
you
light.
get real quick? Mila, do you get your wild shapes back? Or
On short rest, yes.
on short rest? Okay. Asker was gonna do what?
Cast light on a pebble and chuck it into the back of the cave.
Oh no.
Oh, interesting thing I just read. My skeletons know all languages they knew in life. They just can't speak them anymore.
Yep, makes sense. Give me a moment. Gonna as Asker. Can you everyone roll me a d6?
Rolling d6.
I'd rather know what's behind us.
I hope it's not a Gorgon.
It's not like a bright light. They don't know where it came from.
I mean,
They don't like
everyone's
us
able
spread
to
out.
see the bright light.
I said it's not a very bright light.
Mhm.
Have you read the light spell?
Not probably as closely as I should have.
You
Yeah,
read
it's bright light for 20 feet and then dim light for another 20.
It's not even a torch. Like,
Even if it says that, the one it says says on that it gives pretty much makes it a torch.
as soon as she throws it back there, like, it goes back as far as it can or whatever, she's just gonna action it off again. I'm just shooting a small flare.
Can you make a strength check for how far you do throw it?
Is it strength or dexterity?
Strength.
Strength, because you're measuring your distance of the throw.
Seeing how far you can throw it, yeah.
Not how accurate you can throw it. How far you can.
Yep, how far?
So let's see, you can throw a dagger. Dagger's 15 or no, 20, 30? Or what's the ranges on a dagger? Does anyone remember off the top of their head?
Daggers?
Don't have one on me to check.
Hold on. For a base dagger, it is 20 to 60.
2060?
2060.
Okay, so I'd say you get it about 65, 70 feet in. Moment. And as you get to about the 65 feet, you hear it hit a wall and then drop. And you watch as the light just drops out of sight into some pit.
As soon as it drops, they'll action and just turn off the light.
I'm glad that didn't wander back there.
After about 10 seconds of... Oh, you just lost someone. You lost a Mila.
Difficulties! I'm Zestrava now.
Where am I? Did everyone?
I'm sorry.
Yep, you're good. Things happen. After about 5 to 10 seconds of after you've turned it off, you finally hear a, and
That's a deep hole.
you hear the sound reverberate out from you guys.
That's at least 100 feet if that was 10 seconds.
Well, I'm feeling like our back is relatively secure.
And you didn't
Unless
see
some-
any creatures as it was going at all. It kind of went, and it was already kind of like after the first like 40 feet, it was kind of already sloped down.
Get the notes. I want to mark the spot location on the map because this a cave with a drop like this actually is unusual.
And Mila, you were turning into a spider, and what were you doing after you? I don't know if you caught everything. Did you just catch what happened with that? Okay.
Well, I heard that Asker threw a light
rock.
spell item down into the cave. Did we see something from that?
It went about 65, 70 feet, and as it got to the 65 feet, it hit a wall, and then it fell. And then Asker turned the light off, and then after about 6 to 7 seconds, you heard as it hit the bottom of whatever it was falling into.
Okay, and so for Mila, the spider form is about setting up sort of a nest, and so using the webs to start blocking off
The back.
access and back and partially like towards the front and all of that. Like, and if people are trying to do some shenanigans in the back, leaving that open or whatnot while they're working on it. Just making a nice little nest.
Yep. Thank you for securing the location, Mila.
Question for Mila. Are you glowing right now? With your bioluminescence?
Maybe a little bit on the tips of the legs just so I can see what I'm working on.
Passive perceptions, everyone. What are they?
My perception is a 16.
12.
15.
And both my skeletons are 9.
Nice.
Passive?
Yep.
9.
Okay.
17.
Anyone who was over 15, so Mila and Shirku? And Strava?
And me.
As her, and it wasn't something you noticed as the light spell went across, but with like the faint glow of the bioluminescence, you're actually seeing that there's some sort of like almost writing that's on the walls as you're going about.
Writing on the wall?
It's almost like however it was like painted or put onto here, it's almost transparent.
Transparent.
And Mila like starts working and she starts going like
Yeah, I see
and
that
we'll
too.
grab out or reach out a leg and kind of tug at Zastrava
Yes, yes.
towards the wall.
I'm going to grab a handle out of my pack and use prestidigitation for like the first time in the entire campaign. Woo! And light said
Lot
candle.
first.
You mean a spell that's not fireball? What is this?
I know,
So you're
right?
glowing with like
Look, I could use fireball to light up the canyon or the cave, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea. So I'm gonna like kind of like hold it towards the Actually, I'll use Mage Hand too and just kind of like lift it along so I can like stand back and look.
As you're like looking and now with a little bit more control over it, you kind of have to clear out some of the webbing that Mila's already put on because Mila had was blocking off part of it. You see, let's see what the language is. Does anyone speak Primordial or Terran?
Nope.
Terran as
I
in
do now.
Terran as in common or
Terran is it's the language of the rock primordials to be specific.
okay.
Apparently I can speak it.
You can speak primordial?
Yeah. Reading might be a different
comprehend it.
issue.
I didn't add any other languages, so I can still only speak common and orc.
I would say Mila would be able to. You guys, actually, the changelings in and of yourselves would probably use primordial a decent amount, especially with your enhancing and changing of characteristics. You would call upon the elements to do that sometimes. So I can see you actually understanding. And then comprehend languages. You're able to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It talks of a great power of this area used to be a spot where the barrier between the realms was very thin. This is the one that was very close to more of like the earth and stone plane where that was invading. And it shows an image of a beautiful female using some sort of magic and banishing and like restricting down the flow to this specific.
So,
Do you keep reading deeper, or because there's more deeper in? And were you gonna say
Yeah.
something, Mila?
can I do like some sort of history check? Because maybe like the shifter sort of worked with some of the elementals for some of their terraforming and just like understanding this contextually, since this is like such a distant place, but still interacting with some of the same forces on like what is this talking about?
Give me a
This is
history
like a
check.
sealing ritual, or because humans don't do anything as productive as terraforming, and certainly not demons. So what were they up to here?
Good history check. This one doesn't actually come from that, where your memory of this comes from. One of the times Anastriana was in a more kind and telling mood. She told the story of what her group went through to help seal away, or to help unseal Clomine's power. There were 4 points on the land that had different connections to different parts of the elemental chaos. One of them for each of the main 4: fire, earth, air, water. There were temples of each of them that were made. And they had to go through these trials and basically get whatever artifact it was and retrieve that. Give me another history check. Or actually, either history or arcana.
Oh yeah. The spider chitters. Those who haven't studied bugs may not recognize the symbols of like excitement, pleased.
Zastrava, you recognize that because you can comprehend all languages right now.
And
Can I do
oh yeah,
an
I can.
insight?
Yeah, Mila's like,
See if-
oh, I know this story. That's the story.
What was that, Zastrava?
Can I see if I've like heard any like versions of this in a song or anything with like insight or something?
Yours would be probably still a history check on yours end as well.
So
You would know a little bit of the story. You would know that there was a group that did go through, and part of Gaelic's travels was that he did go and collect parts of the elements of chaos. And there's a shield that he actually has that has been kept ever since one of his former compatriots died. It is the Shield of the Iron Guards, which is rumored to have all 4 of the orbs still in it. As far as that arcana, okay, I would say that'd probably be the most that you heard about it, Mila. And what were you gonna say, Sastrava?
does Aster have a shield?
She does.
Yes.
Does it have 4 distinct little spots on it?
No. I ain't giving out that epic of a campaign item again. Not this early. You guys gotta wait till level 21.
Broken. I'm just gonna like
As-
call over Asker and be like, this has something to do with your like relative. You know. The one that it always does.
Asker
What
doesn't
did
remember
we
those stories.
say? No, it looks like there's more deeper in too.
And
Asker just goes, I'd really like to see it. I'm relatively curious.
and Milo continued Shudder and like seeing that Zastrapta understands like, no, this isn't Asker's story. This is the story on Plomine's awakening that Anastriana did. And so everyone else just sees like giant monster chittering. What do you want to
and,
hear?
and I will translate and be like, it's even more of your story, Asker, because it deals with Plomine too. And I'll share what Mila is chittering on and on about so wonderfully.
Asker just
I'll
goes,
eat
this
up
place
her
seems
leg.
really interesting. If it has to do with Astriana and Plomine and great grandfather, this sounds great. We should definitely look into it.
Well, we should be careful.
For
of
a
the-
wonderful story.
We should be careful of the hole in the back of the cave as we head this direction to continue
Yeah.
looking at the story.
And there's still one character that has not made an appearance that seems to always make an appearance in these stories.
And who would that be?
Long Drake.
Wee.
Figures.
Duh.
So are you
Longrake did used to travel with them.
Yes. Perhaps we should go deeper, cautiously, and see if there's more to this story.
Asger,
And
use that light spell again so we can actually make sure we don't fall into that hole.
Asker will just like cast light on her shield.
You notice that as you do cast
Yeah,
light,
to the
it
unknown.
actually overpowers the painting so that you're not able to see it. Like, it's something that has to be seen within, like, that dim light version.
Put it
Mila,
out, put
Were
it
you
out.
gonna say something?
Mila will take a moment to sort of partially obstruct the entryway, sort of like definitely leaving a tunnel enough for like that two humanoids can move through if like we need to leave, but so that large groups can't ambush
Easily.
us as easily.
Okay.
And yeah, she'll work on that for a little bit and bring about the bioluminescence so they can continue reading and checking out the stuff at the front before maybe heading back on in.
Yay, return to the lore dump.
Are you guys,
I mean, I like it.
are you guys continuing further?
Yes. Making
Yes.
sure we don't fall into the
And
hole.
I do have to say, Zastrava, you are having to have your hand on the wall because that is how comprehend languages works. As you're going through, basically.
Well, hey, at least there aren't bats.
As you continue
That's
further,
okay, I need guano for my spells.
Oh yeah.
does that mean you eat the guano? Anyway,
No.
I was like, because you spit it out. As you continue down, it continues. This, when you're looking at it, it doesn't seem like this part. This is where, because you end up seeing a map, which actually shows you the 4 locations. This location isn't where it originally was. It shows you that. Let me pull up my notes from a long time ago. Alright, are you guys all on the world map?
Yep.
One,
Yes.
Yep.
as you're looking at the map, it used to be different thousands and thousands of years ago. But you see It looks like the two major land masses were conjoined together. You would see one that it's saying one of them was here. It shows as one of them being down over here, close to where actually is the Strava where your parents live. It shows then one up here.
I can't see no pings.
Yeah, probably scroll out.
Yeah, I've scrolled out all the way.
My color
They're
might.
just small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then one deep in Aster.
there it is.
Where was the first one? I saw the other two.
First one was
Three.
here. Actually, no, it would have been. Second one would have been up here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm re-looking and comparing two different maps. And then one up over here. And there's one in. And then there is something over it. It marks something over here. But this wasn't the original spot of where it was. Something's different. I mean, part of the world's entirely different, but as you continue, you see the last thing you see before the large hall is just statues sitting with their eyes covered. And it's just a painting of statues with their eyes covered.
At the end of the hall?
Yep, right before the fall.
Do we recognize the statues at all?
Nope. Just look like normal humanoids.
I don't think
So it's a
eyes.
it's a painting of statues.
Yep.
Like, what sort of frame and all of that are like? Is it painted on the cave wall?
Yep. They're just painted there, covered with their eyes covered. And it looks like as you're... Strava, if you want to give me an insight check to kind of like get an understanding of it.
Ooh, art school.
Comprehend languages. An art is another language.
I'm not the best.
Like with what it was talking about before, it seems that maybe these statues have something to do with the defense. But because like something was here guarding, something was at each of the temples guarding the artifacts. Missing. There's one I'm missing. I don't remember which side. I'll be there. I'll get back.
Now their eyes are closed, so either that means the objects are still hidden, or
They got already into their sleep.
yeah.
Or the statue. So.
Shall I close off this end?
Probably
Yeah.
for the best. We don't want anyone wandering in it at night.
Yeah, we do need to rest. I'm gonna like slowly like lower the mage hand candle down the opening.
Mm-hmm. How
and
far
see if
does
there's
mage
anything
hand
down
go?
that way.
Can it go so far? Like, is it limited to being within a certain distance of you?
Yes, within 30 feet from me.
It lowers 30 feet. You see no end of the drop.
Hey, This is actually an opportunity here. We got rope for this?
You want me to crawl down and see?
No, I was thinking of something different. So I could use my echo.
Asker will look at everyone and go, "We always do this. We should sleep now and continue to look in a bit
That's what I'm
before we
saying.
get ourselves caught into a fight."
That's why I'm saying my echo. Not the rest of us.
But if your echo pisses something off and it comes to fight the rest of us, that doesn't work out very well.
They'll have to get
Oh.
through me. They'll have to get through Mila's webbing first.
Well, I haven't closed off this bit yet, or like we're discussing what to do with this end.
No.
For once, Princess, I have to say I agree with you.
Neither
Maybe
way.
Mila should web it off, and we can explore once we wake up. I don't think
All
I've
right,
slept
Mila.
in some place this dark for so long.
All right, Mila, go ahead and web it off.
Okay. And yeah, and as I work on that, I don't know whether you consider it like a radiant effect, but for Circle of the Moon Druid, you can, like, while you're in your wild shape form, use spell slots for healing.
Yep. What are you trying to do with
Since
that?
like the whole trade-off supposed to be you're not able to cast spells.
Well, the spell slots for healing are for your animal.
Yeah, or just me.
For your animal. Not even for you, not for you physically you. It's for your animal. It's to heal your animal up and keep your animal.
The animal you have transformed into.
Yep.
Anyways. Yep, time for a long rest. A well-deserved one.
Yes.
Is anyone keeping watch? Are you guys
Ah!
trusting the webbing and the dark
I'll
fade?
take
And the-
first watch.
No, don't forget my 2 skeletons.
True.
I'll still take first watch.
And yeah, and I presume the other benefit of webbing off significant areas is that since nothing is damaging me, I don't have to leave spider form, so I can just make a cozy little thing for myself to feel something messing around with my web.
How many hours can you maintain spider form?
Isn't it an hour per level?
I think so. It's
That sounds right.
I'll have to look it up because my wild shape doesn't have duration, since usually it pops within.
you can
A
stay
minute
in
of combat.
a shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
After druid
Nice.
level would be 3.
Yep, works for me.
Okay.
So, I'd like first watch.
Yeah, okay.
Mila
You take first watch. I'll take second.
Mila, can you
Hmm?
give me a perception check?
Of course.
And even better, since she's spider, anything that touches her web, she'll notice it.
24.
As you're sitting there, keeping an eye out, you do notice that there are some things that are traveling, like some probably demons that are traveling out in the woods that you hear, but none come to really mess with your webbing. None actually come in.
Oh yeah, and by the
Actu-
point that the party has settled down, I would turn off my bioluminescence since I have some blind sense.
Can you give me a insight check?
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Nice, nat 20. They seem
Yes.
not just that they're like not coming to check the cave just because they're not coming. It seems like they make a like the creatures that you see make a wider trip away from the cave. Like they maintain a very healthy distance from it.
It's
Who's
not
up?
a good sign, but I'll chalk it up to giant spider in the region is intimidating.
Who's up what for next?
That would be me.
Hmm.
Give me a perception.
Perception check should be given. Ooh.
And Mila, did you share anything about that with him?
Oh yeah, the demons don't seem to like this cave, which could be good or bad for us.
I see.
Ugh.
That's odd and
Mhm.
worrying.
Mhm.
Right, I'll have to keep an eye out then.
Mhm. But yeah, and
Thank you for telling me.
do you need me to light things up for you?
No, I have dark vision. It should be fine. You go get some rest.
Mhm.
As you keep an eye out, you too, Shirku, you see plenty, like, when she says there are demons out there, you're like, okay, there's probably, like, maybe, like, one or two every, like, 30 minutes or something. You end up seeing that there's, like, probably 30 or 40 out there every 5 minutes. Like, you're seeing hordes walking around. You too notice that they're just giving the cave entrance a wide berth. Not even.
Are they specifically taking a specific direction, or are they just going in random directions?
Some are It's like they're searching for food. You've been around the woods enough to know that they're on the hunt for food and materials. Wanderers, stragglers, but they all they don't come within about 60 feet of the cave mouth whatsoever.
I see.
30 feet would be. They always take a wide berth.
Right, good to know. And the number of demons is also concerning, because I doubt there was that many when Circo was younger.
Nope. It's almost like something happened in a nearby town.
Yeah, it's very worrying. That means the rest of the continent's going to get gobbled up in a few minutes. Or, well, a few weeks.
Who's next up for keeping watch?
Asker it is.
I was like, who does Shirku wake up?
It's a Strava.
The Strava. Second to last watch.
The one cost to being the reliable one in the party.
Alright, what am I rolling?
Perception.
It's a Strava. Try to not drag any attention to the cave. There's a lot more demons than normal wandering past every so often, but they're giving a wide berth to the cave. I'm not sure why yet.
Probably something to do with the magic juju here, or because there's something down in that hole that we just haven't woken up yet. Go back to bed. We'll be okay.
Well, either way. Good night.
Strava. While you're on watch, you see the same thing. I mean, there's so many demons out there. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw, eh? Let's see. There you go.
Nice. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Nothing
no.
is going to whisper in my ear.
Who do you wake up for the last watch?
I'm just gonna poke Cypher and be like, "Come on, sleepyhead."
No,
You got
I
the
love
last one.
do it.
So you're letting your minions
Nice.
do it.
I regrettably wake up.
I mean, for you, it's been about 6 hours, so you've had a long rest fully.
Woo!
You can take off one more level of exhaustion. I think that still leaves you with one,
It does.
which means disadvantage on ability checks
Yep.
and saving throws.
Oh,
You're
no.
so close.
Oh, wait. No. Before I go back to bed, when I said you got this, I gave him some inspiration.
This should go interestingly. So Cypher is a curious one. He will be doing probably an Arcana check on the walls and all that good jazz.
Cypher, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you keeping watch, or are you having your minions keep watch for you?
Regrettably, Cypher is letting the minions keep watch as he studies the wall.
Can you please give me a skeleton perception, 2 skeleton perception checks? I'll give you 2 of them.
Oh, thank you.
Kitty.
Right.
Everyone on the stream must see the kitty.
Oh, I need to roll good. Alright.
And what is the order you're giving your minions for the keep watch? Like, are they supposed to just keep watch, or are they supposed to go attack things if they see them?
To let me know if something's coming.
Okay.
So I got a 17 for one and a 13 for the other.
They see nothing coming. How's your
Oh.
Arcana check going?
Let's see that.
And are you transferring any spell books or any pages into your spell book?
Yes, actually I will.
Okay.
And,
You don't really find anything with your Arcana, sadly.
yeah. I will say this, they do have dark vision 60 feet.
Yeah, they
My
see
skill.
nothing.
Okay. I can hope.
Hey, they see nothing coming. That's always a good thing.
But yeah, that's me.
So, Asker, after a long night of rest, you awaken and everyone else is awake. You've had a pretty good night's rest.
So we got
Ask
a
her-
long rest.
Yep.
And do her prayers.
You find yourselves bright and early in the morning.
All right.
What's your plan?
First dinner. Breakfast.
I was having a little bit of a.
I'm still like, wait, what? Dinner? Food?
Mhm.
You guys got enough food as in your travels yesterday. You still have leftover chicken and stuff like that. Hey,
Yep.
Yeah. And I do have just a bunch of rations in my bag, apparently, from things we picked up, so.
you guys,
Chicken.
unless you're in a space that does not provide any resources, you guys are basically good for food, thanks to Mila and Shirku.
All right. So, what does everyone want to do? We can go deeper into the cave, or we can face a new problem that's apparently outside in the forest.
What if deeper in the cave is our solution and we can come out and like somewhere else? Maybe it's like one of the lava tubes or something and there's a way out the back.
It has been oddly peaceful in this cave.
And I can peek down there and everything.
I'd rather not risk anybody. You could make a form of webbed ladder, I suppose, and I could send my echo down there.
I mean, and like, maybe you can come with, well, I don't know with the full plate, but am a large size.
Asker will just point to the owl sitting on top of her head. I also could send my friend.
If you can. But
This owl is underappreciated. Needs to get a union stat.
but
Quick
Do not wanna
question for y'all. How old is well, Asker, how old are you?
Did we do this last time? I don't
Did you write it
remember.
on your character sheet?
22. We did do this last time because I remember looking this up. She's 22.
Mila, how old are you?
That would be a good question and would require her to track her age. It's been seasons.
How many seasons? How many hatchings have you went through with your different?
Like, depending on your okayness with it, like,
Mhm.
I'd be okay with the whole, like, maybe vaguely centuries in paradise and they're just continuing along. But there's not a lot of interest in the outside world or in learning, so not much accumulates. Also, Abra S+.
So, like, would you say maybe like 2 or 3 centuries?
Yeah, where just our long lifespans relatively give us a lot of time to work on long-term projects.
As like, Sastrava, how old are you?
36, the official mom of the group.
Shirku, how old are you?
How long has it been since he left home?
You were 7 when you left, and
Yep.
I know this just came up for discussion recently.
Yes, it has. I just forgot.
Yeah.
Looks like I forgot to write it down in the backstory. But I did write that he started at age 7.
It was
Really?
12 years, so you're 19. Okay.
19? All right, that works for me. I'll put that down
Nice.
real quick.
Where Mila would not be able to tell, like, age
Safer.
or anything.
Yes.
How old are you?
34, but I look a spry 25.
Sorry, I just needed to write
It's
things
that
down.
lack of sun damage.
It is, and I have soft hands.
Yeah, from all that grave dirt.
All right.
So how are you going about going deeper into the cave?
All right. So, yeah, going deeper into the cave might be the better option right now. I'd rather not face hordes after hordes of demons after we took down that whatever was apparently keeping them back.
Okay.
Um,
Then, yeah, I'll scout on down.
and I'm going to actually form another echo and use my echo avatar to come along with. The echo avatar allows me to transfer my consciousness to it, and I can move up to 1,000 feet away without it being destroyed.
And you get 10 minutes.
Yes, I get 10 minutes.
So are you just sending just the Echo down, or are you sending the Echo and Mila down, or?
I prefer
Mila
just
will
the
go
Echo,
down.
but the Echo has to have a ladder to go down. So yeah,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Asker, send in the bird.
okay. So the bird,
So we
Mila.
have Mila, Shirku's Echo, and the bird. It's just like a nice little stack here. It's a little snowman.
I could just write on the back of Mila.
That's probably what you
That's
are
what
doing.
I figured what it was for
And
the
then the
Echo
bird's
avatar.
just flying.
Oh.
You guys start going down.
Resist temptation to grab bird.
At about 30 feet, 35 feet down, you get to a point, Mila, where you see that it looks like the cave branches off into like 5 or 6 different holes that you can go down. Most of them are probably, you're like looking and you're like 1 or 2 you might be able to squeeze your giant spider form through, but it looks like it'll be a tight squeeze.
Yeah. And at this point, I'd let Shirku's Echo step off and
Alright.
see where Shirku and the bird go.
Oh, it's
Before
not a
trying
really
to.
step. He's not able, because you're able to walk, but it's still a straight down. Like, even the different branching paths, there's not really a lot of, like, there's not
it's
like a
like
flat surface.
Holes into the wall.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll head on over to one of those and try to get Shirku's Echo into one of the more medium-sized holes or smaller holes.
Yeah, it works for me. The Echo is expendable, so
Okay.
it works great for this kind of scenario.
Asker's bird is going to go down a different tunnel.
The
Mila,
bird is not expendable.
you're moving at a slower pace. just because you are squeezing. Shirku, how's your echo going down one of these holes?
It's straight down, right?
Yep.
Well, I don't think I have rope.
Your
Any
echo
than-
does not have rope that can sustain itself in this realm.
Okay, my main body does have rope, but the rope's not going to be long enough for this path. That's for sure. I'm going to actually go down the small hole climbing by gripping the side of the wall.
Give me an athletics check then, please.
I'm not afraid to lose this thing, so. Athletics. Clicky, clicky.
Okay, yeah, you have no problem. You're a little bit slower going just because you're actually having to like find handholds, and you're able to find it. It takes you about 4 more. Like it took her 6 seconds to get there. It takes you about 3 minutes to get to the bottom as you're climbing. But you go about. It's not too bad. It's just you don't really have a lot of actual handholds or climbing gear.
Yeah. That's crazy.
First thing down to the bottom is the owl. How long do you have, or do you have complete control of it, Asker? Right now, are you in its consciousness?
So, this is where our how do we rule this rules come into it. I have control over it for 120 feet, I think.
Okay. So you get to the bottom, and then you would just be following, like you would just set it on a path, and it would go that path.
Yeah.
So
long as that's cool with you.
Yep. You get to the bottom, and you find yourself nowhere near, like, as you get out of the part of the cave, you don't see any other, like, exits to the cave around you. So your owl is set off by itself, and there's just like one path forward that then you see it turns into 2 different paths.
Too bad the L can't split in 2.
You want to go left or right?
Right.
As you come up, you take a right, and there, further into the thing. An owl has 60 feet dark vision?
I think so. Let me double check.
I have 60-foot dark, 10-foot blind.
Yep, I will get to you. It's gonna go Asker, then Mila, then Shirku.
Very good.
Come on, Owl 5e stats. I don't use you for your stats very often.
I'll have to go AFK for a little while. Sorry.
Oh no.
I have a dark vision of 120 feet.
Nice. So as your owl comes to the spot where it can turn left or right, it does see on the left side, you see at about 60 feet in, you see one statue just with its eyes covered.
Oh, never mind. I'm going to go to the left then.
And then
I'm
on
gonna
the...
go follow the steps.
Okay, so you're following that. You look at the right down still, either?
Yes.
On the right side, you also see a statue with its eyes covered. About 50 feet in.
I said right. Stick with the right.
So you go forward. Give me a perception check for the owl. As you're flying.
It has advantage.
The
I
owl,
don't know what
Hot.
did it.
That's
So
the
it'd be
18.
21
The 18 is fine. I understood the 18.
plus 3.
As the owl's flying, after about 10 feet of flying towards it, it hears something moving quickly behind it. What does the owl do?
It's going to like look really fast, but I'm gonna like do my snap of the owl coming back.
You're sending the owl away? Do you get a little bit of the grasp of seeing what happens? Or do you send it away as soon as you hear it, or do you send it away as soon as you get the look back?
As soon as I get the look back, I'm
Okay.
gonna try to like. It's not gonna get a good look by any means, but I want like the quickest glimpse of whatever the fuck this is, and then snap it out of existence.
The statue's about 20 feet away from the owl. That was on the left side.
Okay.
So it went from being 60 feet away to 20 feet away as it disappeared, as your owl disappears. And it no longer had its eyes covered. It had a mean, like, fanged mouth coming after it. And then as soon as you look back, it seemed to have stopped. And then the owl disappeared.
Oh god! Oh god!
Mila, we connect back to you. You head down, and you're like squeezing in. You eventually, after about 30 feet, are able to kind of relax because you're now in about a 10-foot wall. You see, as you go forward, you have a path. It hooks over to the right. And you do see one statue in the corner with its eyes covered as you land on this one not being a painting. What do you do?
Sort of look. And it just ends with the statue?
There's a like, it's a right-angled part. The statue's in the, like, back corner of it, just, like, sitting there.
Okay. And so, yeah, we sort of creep on along and, yeah, continuing towards the statue.
As you get closer, it's still just standing there. You get up to the spot and where you can turn right, and then you see that there's like a four directional hallway there. You're
Okay.
right to your left, one of your eyes, like one of your 8 eyes, or you have like one on the statue and then one over.
Yeah, and we'll climb over up onto the ceiling. Just like, don't need to be knocking over statues, being rude. Somebody made this. And we're going up. And then let's see. What did an Astriana say about dungeon delving? It's like, oh yeah, you hug to the right.
And you give me a perception check real quick.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
You don't hear it until it's too late. But you hear the sound for a second of stone scraping on stone. And then you feel something touch the back of your spider. And,
I think I lost audio on you. Something touched the back of the spider.
Yep, and I was rolling a die real quick.
Oh, okay. I thought you were continuing to say something.
And you feel a strange sense of time, like memories pass of 7 years. And then you find yourself back at the top. Weirdly, Zastrava, Cypher, Aster, Shirku's currently in his form. Actually, Asker, you don't see this either because you're still in your form of your bird. Mila, you're back at the top of the cave in your normal druid form, in your normal body, out of your wild shape.
Oh, out of the wild shape?
Yep, just like it feels like you just spent years down there, but now you find yourself back up here. Shirku, as you finally get to the end of climbing, you find yourself in a long hall. On one end, far down at the side, you do see, just barely within range of your dark vision, you do see a statue with its eyes covered. At the other end, you do see a giant, double-sided, like a big, door with, I'm trying to think of how it would be described. Like, that opens both ways. Like, not both ways, so from both sides, like you can pull it open. Large door. Can't think of the words.
Okay, before I approach anywhere, I want to actually inspect from where I am the statue.
Make a investigation check with disadvantage.
Okay, that works.
Because it's right at the end of your range of vision.
Yep, that's fine. Investigation. Ooh.
It's a statue with its eyes covered.
The Echo just shrugs and heads over to the door then.
Give me a perception check. Shirku, after walking, you go walk forward, and as you're walking in your echo, you proceed to feel something hit your back, and then you experience 3 years of life as your echo, of your echo just wandering through the cave. Until one day the echo comes back to this door. And then your echo is shattered. And you find yourself, actually, both you and Asker find yourself face to face with Mila standing in front of you, and Shirku and Cypher and Zestrava. So Cypher and Zestrava, you just watched as Mila just popped and appeared right in front of you.
Oh, that's... Can I do an Arcana check? Can I sense magic?
Yeah.
And because of that, going on for years when it shouldn't on the Echo, I'd like to end the effect of me having my subconscious in the Echo early.
We'll talk about that later with you, Shirku. 20. As you're going through and trying to get a sense, time was just changed. This is powerful chronomancy.
Oh
And
no.
Mila sort of like skitters into a circle, gathering bearings as the others appear.
Basically, everyone else was there. It was just Shirku and Asker were not fully like conscious. Like they were focused. Their consciousness was elsewhere, and then they just.
Yep. I know this shouldn't happen because the Echo avatar doesn't last more than 10 minutes.
We're in a very dangerous area.
Asker just goes, the statues, you have to look at the statues.
Oh, I did hear them critter creak.
Is that so? I could send my Echo down there again to try again, but it would be out here for another few minutes.
I don't think we should send anyone else back down there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find anything down there, you two? We all split off at the end there.
I found double doors, and the statue covering its face.
Found some tunnels.
I also just found tunnels.
And then when I approached the doors, like I hit on the back of my Echo got hit on the back of its head, and I wandered that. Apparently, it wandered down there for 3 years,
Ooh.
or at least it felt like.
And that's probably pretty bad for you, right?
I mean, it's only my Echo that wandered down there. I wasn't actually down there myself.
Okay.
That should
Just
be
because,
fine.
like, concepts of time being small. As long as you're okay.
I mean, I
And
feel
sort of like
right.
pokes at like Shirku's eye and such, that prodding
You
for
you
some
wanna give me
temporal
a
damage.
medicine check?
Sure.
It looks like Shirku.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
can
fine.
take you to the same spot, but I'm okay with not going into these things, but maybe you need other eyes and such.
Well, if we can find a way for Shirku's echo to be down there, and then the owl to be down there, I can have the owl stare at the statues while Shirku's echo does things.
We could try it. I don't think we should do it again after our second attempt. I can lead the way of the path I took.
I wonder if
So
the
when-
demons avoid because of the tunnels, or if there is something down there, though.
They're probably avoiding it because of, like Cypher said, the chronomancy. Speaking of Cypher, would the chronomancy still affect the original person, even if they're using an indirect way that's being affected by this?
You can have the body of a 20-year-old and the mind of an 1,000-year-old. It's not a good combination, if I can say so. My master told me of wizards who drove themselves mad. And the mind is not meant to experience that long of a life under natural means.
Yeah. Good thing I tried to live a simple life then.
You push your luck going down there.
It should be fine as long as it doesn't affect the body itself.
As long as you're sure.
I'm fine with trying it again. Just one more time,
It's
though.
for science. Asker gives a thumbs up.
Just one last time. And after that time, we don't want to do that again because something doesn't feel right.
Because the door does sound pretty neat, or more neat than the tunnels.
Right?
I just didn't like that it wasn't really fit for me.
Alright. I guess let's do this one last time.
Yep, so one last shift into a spider. And I take them to about the same place.
And have
One last second night?
you want to give me a... Actually, yes. Let's go with a history check for Mila.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a
I
couple of
really
years.
like these stories. But I really like stories, Rin.
It's been a couple of years. Oh, nice. It's been a couple of years since you last were here. But you remember which one Shirku went down. He went down this one. So you're able to find it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, how did the me ending the echo work out early?
What was I doing with the 7 years, or was it sort of like 7 years in a blink of an eye sort of thing? Like when you get into that sort of drowsy, nappy season and you just, boom, sleep it away.
Kind of that, but also kind of... As you're like coming back down, you're remembering all of those 7 years. There is a vast network of tunnels underneath here, of maze-like structure. You were traversing it for 7 years. Not quite able to differentiate where you were going, what you were doing. But for 7 years, you were down here.
Well, I'm already in spider form, so I can't ask if Shirku's super sure, so...
I mean, for me, it was 3 years.
So, you and Shirku and the little owl go down the same way. Jerku, it's a little bit faster this time. You somewhat remember your way down, but can you give me an athletics check?
Yep. And this time, before I take any full paths, since we know what's going on, I might as well take the Echo's copy halberd and just mark a spot on the wall or paving. Yep. On which path I'm going. And then let's go back down the hole.
Since you've already been through here once, the DC was lower. You do not fall. You're able to make your way down, and Jerku, and now in front of you, you see almost kind of blocking the way to the door. One angel sitting there, covering its face. And as you're paying attention to that one, Aster in owl form, the owl doesn't have a name, as far as I know, swoops down.
Owl.
Owl. Okay. And you see two other statues covering their eyes facing the other. Like, since it's one long hall, you see two of them on this side, then there's you two, and then there's one, and then there's the doors.
Oh dear.
Asker's owl is gonna like double tap on the spider.
The spider's not there anymore. The spider couldn't make it.
It's gonna double tap on the echo and hoot towards that, and the owl will just attempt to keep all three of them in vision as best as possible.
So how are you keeping all three of them in vision for you?
Owls can identify things per eye, so one eye is focused on that, and the other eye is focused on the other two.
You have 180 degrees of vision with. Do they? I will trust the Strava on this if she's.
I just looked up fun owl facts to see if owls could blink or not. And I was like, huh, I didn't
love
know
it.
that.
I love it when D&D becomes educational.
Very, very nice.
My goodness. Did
They
have like
actually have 270-degree range of vision without moving their bodies.
Huh.
Owls
Okay.
are amazing.
Yes, they are.
Okay, then. You are fine to do that. That's
Mila's
it.
going to crawl back out of the hole and hang out with Cypher and Zastrava.
But
And Shirku's actual body.
Mhm.
So,
I'll just make this reference. Doctor Who, Weeping Angels.
so Shirku, what are you doing as your echo? As Aster is owl is diligently paying very close attention. And Aster, you get the feeling that if you moved like 10 more feet down at this hole, you would have lost control of your owl. Like you're right at the edge of that 120 feet.
Mark the
Asker's
ground.
instructions to this owl are to pay very close attention to those things.
Mark the location where I'm standing, like I did last time, before examining those statues more closely and go and think to myself, these things are magical, aren't they?
You get a single
Does
hoot out of
Shirku
that.
want to make that Arcana check?
Sure, let's see what happens.
I'm like, I don't think these are Shirku's area of expertise.
Apparently, I got a high roll anyways.
Yeah,
That's a lot
Maybe.
better than I would have ever expected.
Yeah.
maybe. It might be magical. Hey, it has to be at some level, right, Shirku, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad I don't have dynamite.
And it has been, just so you know, about 5 minutes since you created your echo.
Yeah, I'm going to trust the owl and this time actually prepare myself for quickly removing the echo from to basically dispelling it, so my consciousness goes back to my body more quickly, just in case.
Okay. You do get 6 fate points, by the way.
Oh, I do.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to trust the owl has this and go straight to the door.
You go, and you have to, like, kind of suck in the gut, suck in the armor, and like shimmy past the one. And as you get to the double doors, you try and open them.
I'm going to actually check them over first for any sort of traps or anything that might cause my instinctual gut to go, don't open these.
Give me an investigation check.
Yay! Investigation! Oh, nope. They're fine.
Yep, they're perfectly fine.
Alright. I have no idea if these are locked, so I'm going to try and open them and watch my echo.
You try to strain, your echo strains for a second trying to open them. These are heavy doors. Like, they're very heavy. Can you give me an athletics check for opening them?
Sure. Oh, not a good roll.
Yeah, it's funny though. You're straining your muscles and you drag it open, and as you're dragging, you actually, everyone on top hears this too, just this rock grating on rock as the doors slowly open up.
Oh, no wonder it's heavy.
Inside,
Aster will just be like, that probably hasn't opened recently.
inside you happen to find a long, like, if you can imagine what happens to blood that's been steeped and just soaking in a place for thousands of years, like so dried over everywhere. It's a large open chamber. You see about 3 different bodies with a different armor just laying flat, dead.
That is definitely a warning sign. And I would definitely like to check the area before going too much further.
Give me a perception.
Perception? Alright. Oh no.
You don't see it at first, but out of the corner of your eye, for a second too late, you see someone appear out of the shadows with a long beard, dark hair, messy, hasn't been washed, a scythe in his hand, a long black cloak.
Oh no.
Hello?
Farewell.
A person?
And who might you be? I say, kind of stepping back for a moment.
Kevin Longrake is my name. It's a pleasure to meet you. I haven't seen another person here in years.
What were you doing down here?
I've been trapped. It's been
Aster
so
just
long.
goes, we thought Kevin.
It's been so long. Oh my. I thank you for letting me free. I need to. Hey. Oh. There's so much I need to do. How is the world out there? Are there others? Do you have others? Are you by yourself? Did you save me? Are you my savior? We should make it. If you're my savior, I would love to make a deal with you.
I think I've had enough deals, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I have so many deals to collect on.
Book away? I was gonna say, did he pull out a book?
And you do catch a book that had just like in his hands. He had like had one there, and then he just puts it away. Are you alone? Do you have others? Are there other people? Can I actually talk with people?
He thinks on this for a moment. Yeah, I'm alone.
Make a deception check with advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
You know when you lie to a very high wisdom person and they roll a nat 20 on their insight?
Oh no.
Oh god.
You're,
Don't lie to Kevin. Lying to Kevin is a bad idea.
You You're
I wasn't gonna tell you no. Don't lie to Kevin.
you lied.
I don't know if I'm sure to trust you. I don't-
Lied. And you watch as his face starts to change into a dragon, a large green dragon, and it starts to grow.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were so.
Chirku, are you still there? Chirku, are you still there?
That should answer your question.
Because as I say, it starts to grow. It grows to gargantuan. And then it keeps growing. And growing. Until he becomes... And you kind of now realize how big this chamber is. It's like there's a room for a mountain. And this mountain is this green dragon that's staring down your face. Why did you lie?
I don't know if I can trust you.
The owl is gonna hoot.
The owl can only... You hear it. And actually everyone actually, Cyphers, Estrava, Mila, you hear a gigantic voice boom out, why did you lie?
Mila's going to start picking up party members and heading towards the entrance.
Asker's been trying to be like, look, you're not alone. You have this owl. Play the Kevin game. Play the Kevin game.
I don't know who you... I don't actually know who you fully are besides my name. I don't know if I can trust you. And I don't want to endanger the others.
You may not be able to trust me. But you can nourish me. And you watch as the dragon's jaw opens and closes over Shirku's echo. I'm not even going to roll.
It just goes poof. He goes, wait a minute, this ain't nourishing.
You guys, as you guys are
Shirku
running...
is nothing but a bag of lies.
He realized, you can't nourish.
Aster, is the owl still there?
Yes, because the owl was looking at the statues.
The owl watches as the wave of acid washes over the hall, eradicating the first statue, eradicating the owl before the owl can even fully blink. And Asker's back in her form.
I almost wanted to taunt him and just say, I don't think you could get nourishment out of this thing either, as he just goes,
Asker's just as she's normally fairly pale. She's more pale and just screams, "Run! Run now as fast as humanly possible!"
As you say that, you kind
Mila's picking Aster, skittering on.
Yeah, even Shirku's probably being picked up by Mila. Go, well,
Yeah.
time to leave. We've found out that Sutton's here. That what?
Because Plumine's power was locked away.
Wait, there was no warnings.
Not at all.
You guys start to
It's all
run.
of that.
Curiosity killed the world.
Yeah.
And that's just like, man, those 6 fate points aren't going to be enough.
And as you start to run, it takes about 10-15 minutes of you guys running because you had to clear the webbing and you guys are starting to run. And you actually
Did I
know...
need to clear the webbing? I
Yeah.
left room for, like
2
I
people.
said, for 2 humans, yeah.
Oh, did you go 2 at a time? Nice.
Well, I just have them on me. Running.
It takes about 20 minutes of you guys running south until you actually end up seeing, and Mila, for the first time in your actual life, besides seeing maybe Anna Shriana changing into one, you see a gargantuan, mountain-sized dragon flying into the air.
Uh-oh. And he's
Please
probably
clicking.
he's even more upset he didn't get nourished by a flying Shirku.
Sistrava, this flying green dragon looks Oh, so familiar.
We are
Scared?
really not gonna do well.
And
You
with
know that dragon's name that you told me, Zastrava?
Yeah, long
Long
Drake.
Drake?
Yep.
That's what he just said his name was.
And
I'm
with
so
that,
proud of my old character.
we have
He's a
set things into
dragon.
motion. I thank you for making dreams become reality.
That was Shirku's first lie. Everybody give a cheer.
And I
I
think
think you mean
that's
nightmares.
Become reality.
yeah, dreams, nightmares. Depends on perspective. It's all a matter of perspective.
I
With
mean,
that-
Mila gets
You
to see
had
a
it
real life
live.
dragon.
It's true. Very, very true. We will end
Well.
tonight's session and we will see you all for next Tuesday.
Have a good
See
one,
ya.
everyone.
Okay.